G'day folks. Well, what we have here is the second half to my little ATM box teardown. Well, this is actually the top half of a second one. As you can see, I've got two dispenser mechanisms now and a couple more plastic cash cassettes. I opted to leave the safe box with my friend who bought them all at auction. He has better use for it than I do. I'd probably just end up dumping it as scrap because I have no use for it, and I won't get anything for it as scrap because it's concrete filled. So he's still got it. He's going to put it in his house as a fire safe, so good on him for wanting to keep it and reuse it. It saves me hauling it home as well. But we did go to his little storage unit and gut this thing, rip the top off it, and I managed to pull the entire loom through, bar a couple of wires I had to cut. But again, there's only two distinctly different cables and a pair of single wires, so I can just splice that with a terminal box and some connectors and make this work again. So I've got, I think it's that one. Yeah, that's the mech that goes with this. That's the one that you've seen previously. And of course I've got some plastic cassettes which might make interesting hobby boxes or drive arrays or something cool like that. They're fitted with various guides and things, but once that's all ripped out, there's actually a fair bit of room inside them. I didn't get any $20 ones. None of them seem to have $20 cassettes, only 50s. Also downloaded the owner's manual in addition to the installation and parts identification manuals. So I'm going to do a bit of research on this before I go into detail on the mechanisms and things like that, but I just thought I'd do a bit of a basic walkthrough on what's inside of I guess you'd call it portable compact ATM. I believe the NCR P77 series, the Persona 5877 is a lobby ATM or portable / compact standalone ATM. It's not designed to be mounted in a wall. It stands as a kiosk at a shopping centre or a hotel lobby, that sort of thing. There are a million of these in service today. You can still buy them brand new. They come with upgraded features like an LCD monitor, probably better printers and other stuff like that, and an embedded Pentium D system running Windows Vista. This one's running XP Pro, and I believe they're a Pentium 3 700. And you can still get CPUs and RAM and everything for these on the spare parts market. There's a site that specialises in spare parts for ATMs that I found last night. I was just chatting with Julian about it and going over some of the stuff on the main board of the dispenser, like the FPGAs and things, and I managed to find a site that sells spares for these. And they've basically got everything. Every little nut, bolt and screw. So there's a ton of support for them if you actually have them in service. These ones were auction pickups, $9 each. Why would you say no? As you can see, it's still got the vendor sticker on it. Number 8 of that lot. I think he only got 4 home. He left 2 on site because they just couldn't get them on the truck. They were all palletized, and that's probably 800 kilos on one pallet by the time you factor in about 65 for the top, whatever else for the mech, and I think the safe bare weighs 350, so it's a fair bit of weight. So yeah, he only got 4 home, but that 4 is plenty. I don't know what he's going to do with the rest of them. He said he wants one for the bar / hangout area. And my mate Terry's got the top half of one to turn into a jukebox. Obviously he's going to delete the monitor back and put his own PC in there. I think I'll give him one of my little IBM pizza box PCs to shove in there, and turn it into either a touchscreen jukebox if we're lucky enough to find a touchscreen, or just use a wireless keyboard. But that's his little project. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with this one. I've got a really cool idea in mind. It'll involve wiping the OS off it after I'm done pulling information, or not that I want to publish anything sensitive. I just want to go through it and show some of the basics of it. I don't want to infringe on NCR's copyright of their own embedded systems, and I also don't want to violate any security stuff. I mean, there's already a ton of info out there on actually how to get into them, but there's no real info on the PC side, so I'm going to be careful about showing that. But apart from that, I've got a really cool idea that may involve wiping it, but I'm hoping I can also use this keypad to control it, rather than having to just plug a keyboard and mouse in and cheat. But yeah, it's going to be interesting, because that CRT monitor is VGA, SVGA, and it's an industrial monitor, obviously. Oh, it's metal case, CompuSpar Group, 4th of the 7th, 2013. So it's not old. You can see where they've Scotch Brighted the old label off, so it's a remanufacture. It definitely doesn't look like a brand new one, but it's been remanufactured and sold in 4th of the 7th, 2013. So this thing hasn't been in there very long. There's no burn-in on the screen, which is good. So that's a good working CRT industrial monitor. The printer should still work. I've pulled through all the old paper off the roll, like water damage. These have been outside for a while. And it should be good. What's hiding in here? We have... There's more stuff down there. CDs. NCR. Self-service recovery CD for XP Pro embedded systems. That could be handy. NCR Bendigo Bank Ghost Boot CD for XP OEM. Dates. Order date 8th of the 1st, 08. Original calibration receipt, by the looks of it. Date 1st of the 19th, 09, so it's a little bit later. The mechanics in the bottom are marked 07, I think, so that's probably a recal. It's probably been recalibrated or remanufactured at one point. 3 of 3 for the Ghost CD. That one is 2 of 3. So I've got all the Ghost CDs. Class, model, serial number, date installed. January 09. Okay, it was installed in 09. This thing's only about 5 years old. A logbook. Reason for call, dead PC core. Replace PC core. PSU. Total, not working. Yeah, dead PSU. That was done in 2011. CRT replaced. 9th of the 2nd, 2012. Card reader replaced. 6th of the 2nd, 2013. Well, that one's dated 2013. Was this done again? Yeah, dead screen. Replaced CRT again, 2813. And that's it. That's the only logged service on the thing. Hasn't had a very long service history. I guess it's been in a very busy area, maybe. Even then, they're just ex-lease. It's actually in remarkably good condition. They all were. Even the other ones that were in the storage unit, they're all in good condition as well. These could be remanufactured. But considering how many they're trying to flog off on greys and how cheap they're going, there's really not much point. Especially because they're apparently XP is no longer permitted on financial system equipment. So you'd have to replace this with a better core PC, upgrade it to Windows Vista and all that sort of stuff, and then make it work. By that point you might as well throw an LCD monitor in there and get rid of this CRT failure issue that it seems to have had. Yeah, it's just one of those things. They're only worth... I found them fully reconditioned for about 5,000 British pounds. I haven't found an Australian dollar price yet, but yeah, they are in abundance. And I recommend picking them up if you like gadgets and gizmos. They are extremely heavy though, so factor in heavy lifting as I recommended before. And that's the sticker on him. Anyway, that's a bit of a walkthrough on it. I mean, obviously you've got your display, your printer, receipt printer, core PC controller. It's a PC based ATM. That's a card reader in there. That might be a neat little bit of gear to autopsy. I believe it's serial controlled. There are several serial connections on there. There are 3 serial connections on there. There are some extra connectors for... I think this has a logbook printer essentially. Everything it does also gets logged on a printer. So that function is not installed and doesn't look like it ever has been. And whatever's down there was never installed either. So this is a fairly bare bones model. Card reader, receipt printer, display, These flat flexes go down to the side buttons for selecting account types and transaction types, monetary amount, whatever you want it, withdrawal amount. Keypad is down there. It's got a good keyboard on it, hasn't been vandalised or damaged. Oh, there's the display details. Made in Taiwan, that's alright. It's not Chinese, it's actually a Global Display Solutions. CD15052XX. It's a 15-inch colour display. Oh, and there's the calibration controls. Very neat. I'm going to have some fun with that. This thing is way too heavy to put in my spare room as a gizmo, so it's probably going to come apart permanently. But it might hang around for a little while. Apart from that, yeah, there's the other button display flat flex. You've got speakers for obviously your audio beeps and inputs and things like that. You've got audio and headphone input for the hearing impaired, which is connected into the PC's main audio system. What else is there? That's about it. There's not a lot. Dispensing slot was on the front of the safe box, as you might have seen in the old video. That's the dispensing slot. Obviously plastic cassettes slide into the mechanism for probably 2 of 50s and 2 of 20s. Each cassette holds 2,000 bills apparently, 2,000 notes. So that'd be 100,000, 100,000 plus maybe 50,000 in each 20. No, that'd be less actually. That'd be it wouldn't be 7,500. It'd be whatever. Late night and maths don't make brain work properly. And there's some more electronics up in the back there. Some kind of card with a potentiometer on it. Anyway, that's about all for now. As you can tell, my brain isn't working properly. I'm crashing. I need to go to bed. Just thought I'd give you a bit of a walkthrough, and with a bit of luck I'll get this baby hooked up and running fairly soon. I may encounter some issues with light getting to the optical sensors on the mechanism, but as long as I can run the embedded PC and the display, I might have a really interesting and probably YouTube first use for this. I'm not going to tell you what it is, but I want to try it, and I want to be able to use the keypad to control it, not just a regular keyboard and mouse. Anyway, I hope you all enjoyed this little walkthrough. I'll go through the internals of the embedded PC. I'll boot it up first and just see what's on there before I display anything for security and copyright reasons. They may have some fairly proprietary stuff on there. That's about it. Thanks for watching.